All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back! 2 jet! Tiger! Come back!
Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Jones. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Come back!
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Super 66.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
DC.
From the gun, here's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out comes Houston. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second is Watson, eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richmond.
A first down carry now for Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Watson on 3rd down. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Able to slither by. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And now running right through it.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now here's the first carry for Abdullah. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. A handoff to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now out comes Houston. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Tiger.
Watson now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is gone. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45. Before he's brought down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to look, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Richmond. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A handoff, Fournette running left. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 14. Louis.
Gone. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in a first. On first down, it's gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Listen.
Goff now looks to throw. Shark's got it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's gone. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tiger. Louis.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Goff now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Watson on first down. Look at the time. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Come back, come back.
To throw is Watson on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And now running right through it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tim carry now for Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Miller. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Richmond. Tiger. Richmond.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pitch to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Fournette, a first down carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
76, tell him. 76.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Come back, come back.
Now a first down throw. Watson underneath for Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Richmond. Target. Come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Watson throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Richmond.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And this will be a touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now, he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
14. 2 up.
Now Goff on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Reset. Richmond. Tiger. Let's go. Come back.
Throwing now, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Richmond.
Again, it's Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, the